Hello, hello, hello. How are we this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are? Midweek point and click, and we are on finale day, Chinatown Detective Agency, episode 7. We've got Steve in the house. How you doing?
Hey, how's that going, everyone?
Well, I'm doing fine. You had a good week, Steve?
Not bad. I don't know if chat can hear this, but I can hear a doubling in your voice.
Oh, you know what that would be? That would be. Let me fix this. It might actually just be. Do you want to mute me in guest star? Maybe that's what it is.
I don't usually get voice in that. I guess. Yeah. Okay. It's
Yeah,
probably good.
better?
Yep. It's fixed.
Yeah, cool. Thought it might be. Yeah, so Chinatown Detective Agency's been a long one. It's a lot more brain teasing puzzles, I'd say, because of the ability. Well, not the ability, the fact that it forces us to look at stuff outside of the game means we have to use our noggin a little bit more. It's not straightforward as you would assume. Going over the episodes that we've done, I guess one of the biggest ones was the leading zeros in the date that we've discussed
Mm.
before, but also leading zeros in a GPS coordinate. That also was difficult. Um, but I think it was last episode, right, that we did the cipher wheel, which
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed a lot.
I have actual Enigma cipher,
Hmm.
which I don't know if that's yeah. I don't know how that works because the wheels that rotate on the Enigma, I thought they were customized to be per like deployment, like one set's made at headquarters, one set's set out on like a submarine, so that if you break the code, you've only broken the code for that submarine, not for the whole. But if they all use the same reels, then once you've broken it once, you've broken it for the whole, like, navy, basically.
Yeah, I guess because
But
it was
maybe,
wasn't it because the bad guy at the time, he was right into World War II stuff, so he set this sort of enigma cipher based on that. So
yeah. But I guess it's just, but maybe the name of it is the name of a specific cipher or something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
version of the cipher reels. But yeah, it was into that. Like it hinted at first of him just being into World War II paraphernalia, but I
yep,
translated that as yeah, he's a Nazi. He's into Nazi stuff because that's what that usually means.
definitely. And
Because
I
it's like
think, yeah,
it's possible, just because to me it's possible that someone might be like, oh, this is a shovel used by the Allied soldiers, like a fold-up shovel they used, and this is a uniform of a British. Like that's theoretically possible, but practically, it's almost always Nazi stuff compared to like
y-
interesting other stuff.
yeah, and we are thinking that, and then the nail in the coffin was the fact that when we read through his terminal console, there was an email saying that he almost got fired for dressing up as a Nazi.
Yeah, oh, and he was claiming he was LARPing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what they all do, right?
Mm.
But what ended up happening there is we found out just a small recap. We can put the pieces together for the finale, but it ended with the can't remember his name, but he was the big bad, so to speak, of the robot company. He comes in, he pulls a gun on you, and no, sorry, before that even, the corrupt cop comes in and pulls a gun on you, ready to shoot you. So you've got your gun out. There's a standoff between two people, and then he comes in and just shoots the cop dead. And
Mm.
then after that, we find out that the big bad is like a Skynet, like where then AI is taken over and they set the drones on him and kill him. So we're in a scenario
Yeah,
where there's two dead bodies. Um, Luckily, we were able to get out of there by using the kill switch code.
and
And
the kill switch is the thing we need to figure out to turn off the stop it from blowing, stop the guy from using the drones.
yeah, exactly. But we then had to
But
use
yeah,
the kill switch again when the AI set the drones after us.
okay.
Because we shot three drones that came through the window ready to take us out, and then somebody called us and said use the kill switch, so we did, and then we managed to hightail and get our ass out of there. But then we're like, because the AI reached out to us, either a phone call or an email or something like that. Basically said, like, stop what you're doing, just give up on the case, and we'll let you live. And Amira's like, no way, I'm gonna take you down. And then she went and told her friends. It's the trope, right? You go tell your friends, look, I can't let you get harmed, so I'm gonna go in alone. And then the friends are like, all for one, one for all. And then we're a team now, so we're all gonna try and take down this AI together. Yeah, pretty exciting sort of events leading towards this. Yeah, welcome in, Tongs. How you doing? The Nazis always lose? Yes, thankfully. Yeah, well, maybe we should just get started then. What do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. I see. So, I just got a message on my Apple Watch saying that the distance to some place is only 4 minutes. And that tells me that Lisa's jumped in the car, because whenever the car turns on, it messages my Apple Watch to tell me where it thinks I'm going and how long it's going to take. So I think she's going to get coffee. MVP Lise.
Okay. And yeah, last night I had work meetings, and then afterwards went out to fine dining, which I think I sent her a picture of it just because there was one of your favorite foods in there.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah.
You always see, I'm going to use the term the tradies, right? The people that are sort of not into the fine dining thing, they're like, why would I ever go fine dining when I can't get a meal? I'll be hungry afterwards. But that's not really the point of fine dining.
Yeah, you can still have McDonald's afterwards.
Exactly, I mean, if you wanted to.
Wouldn't, but
yeah,
that's the saying you used to always have.
Yeah, but it's all about experiencing something new, right? So how was your mini fish taco, and tell us what the other things were as well.
That was pretty good. That was like mini fish taco. The other one was like a beetroot like tart.
Mm-hmm.
It said kangaroo something, but I think that might just be the type of tart, not the crust, but not the
kangaroo crust.
I imagine there's kangaroo in the beetroot thing. Yeah, scallop. One of the dishes was like mussels, but then when it came out, it's not like you picture like oysters or something like that, but it was like cut up and mixed with, and on top of white beetroot, which other people validated me by saying they didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like in a sauce, and it's all little finger food. Most of it, like all those pieces were like half a mouthful each that I photographed. Other ones are very small. But one thing was good was there was like one of them was like a lamb with various things on it, and it was delicious, but it was like a little half mouthful again. Oh no, it was a bit bigger, I guess. But then the chef came out and said, "Hey, look, we've got spare lamb. Do you want a few extra?" And I thought it's just a second portion.
Yeah.
And he brought out multiple bowls of this lamb that was cut up. And so I had several pieces because we got to the point where everyone else was too full, and it was just me and another guy finishing them off. But yeah, I had tons of this delicious lamb. That's the thing with the fine dining stuff, you can't necessarily tell. You can sort of tell it's properly cooked, but when it's having a bit more of it, it's like, this is really well cooked lamb. So it was absolutely delicious.
So was it kind of like lamb burnt ends or something in a bowl?
No, it's like a little, like, not medallions, but that sort of shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know what it would have been. The crust was the skin was a little bit hard, like it was cooked to perfection where it's a little bit hard, but it wasn't.
Oh.
Like I could have done with a bit more, like the burnt end style. Like that would still be delicious for me, but yeah, it was like hardened, but not the burnt end.
I think I misunderstood when you said crust at the start. I was thinking you meant like a pie, like a little lamb pie. But
I don't know. Yeah.
I know what you mean now. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Welcome in, TB. How you doing, Tickle Bits? Hope you had a good week. Psycho, how you doing? Can we get an Scoob Uwu for Psycho, or even a Psycho sandwich?
Oh my god.
Let me see if this works. Tell me if this comes through double for you guys.
Happy Easter!
Thank you.
What the hell is this?
Was that an echoey Barry or is that a singular Barry? I'm pretty sure it's going to be an echoey Barry. Sweet. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. That's good. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I thought so. For some reason because it's just a Barry icon on my Stream Deck, but for some reason this one comes out twice, but all the rest are fine. It's like it loves Barry so much that it just gives him 2. Alright, I think this might be... Oh no, this isn't. So this is after we've had the meeting, the Three Musketeers meeting.
Yep.
Daily summary. Alright, get my reading voice on.
I was gonna say like it's that scene, but I don't know if that's got a name for that kind of thing where like everyone bands together like that. Like a couple happens in the first Guardians of the Galaxy and tons of other movies, but there's no real name for it.
Yeah, I just call it the Three Musketeers effect, but yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, let's see. Tech Titan killed by his own drone. SBF officer dead at scene. Tributes pour in for slain policeman. Spokesman says death not linked to the flaming sword case. Well, I don't know about that. Woes in Singapore as coup strikes enters 3rd week. Corporate interests at risk as market crashes. International news. 15 US states record lowest ever birth rate. Decline linked to lack of clean water. India tech base heating up. Danton death sparks bidding war across the country. Unknown. Sender unknown to us. At this hour lie at my mercy. All mine enemies. All your base are belong to us. Desist or put to the knife everything you hold dear. Okay, that's basically Singapore Skynet telling us what's what.
Yeah, because I guess we've been messaged by the Skynet a few times.
Yeah. I think it was a voice message last time, but this is an actual email. Okay.
Hey, right after our last stream where we had that Morse code puzzle.
Yeah. So I heard
I was
after the
playing Raft.
fact that Morse code puzzle was so loud for everybody. It wasn't for me, but like
Okay.
deafening.
It was a bit loud for me. It didn't help understand it or like record it in time.
Yeah. Well, you guys hear anything that's... Because, I mean, what you hear can sometimes be different to what I hear. So if anything is out, you guys let me know. Verdantry, welcome in. Turn up Steve a smidge. There you go. Perfect. All right. That's what we need. Morning Steve is a little bit quiet. Let's crank him. There we go. We've given him a bit of extra juice. Now you can hear Steve coughing.
Yep.
All right. There.
Back to you guys.
All right. How's that?
Yeah, is that okay?
You sound louder to me, at least. Sweet.
So I was playing Raft on someone else's stream, and there's one stage we had we got a little radio, and if you flick it to the right station, occasionally you have like a number station style, like the music stops and there's a woman's voice going Alpha, Charlie, Delta, and at the same thing of that where we were struggling because of the static, we were struggling to understand, like we both know the phonetic alphabet, but which converting that way you don't even need to know much, you just need to think of the first letter of the words. You don't even have to memorize what they are, but it was so... I had the same thing as the Morse code. There was so much static that it was hard to understand it.
Yeah.
But it reminded me because, from what you said, because the other guy translated it, managed to work it out, and it was like a all your bases reference.
Yeah.
It was like all your rafts will belong to us, basically.
That's great. All right. Who's this from? Sender. Adnan Dharma. I guess that's Dad. Oh, okay, here we go. Amira, it's Dad. Do you ever get that? Do you ever get like your folks messaging you and they say love Dad or love Mum as if like you don't know who it is?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I saw the news about But, that's right. Called in a few favors back at headquarters and they told me you're wanted in for questioning in connection to his shooting. I know we haven't spoken in a while. I know your mother left a void that couldn't fill, but I'm here, Amira. And still have pull. Give the word and I can help this go away. Go. Well, that's spelling. Go away. I know Detective Masnawi. His father too. I can help. Please, baby girl, call me. My number hasn't changed. Dad. Okay. Let's have a look at the mission log, shall we? Call Letitia and let him know you're ready to leave for New Delhi. Oh, okay. That's right. It's the Indian Skynet.
Is it?
Well, that's where we're going, apparently. Letitia? Let's finish this. Meet me at the airport ASAP. On the way. Acquainted with the future. Now, Steve, does that check out in your guide? Acquainted with the future is the end?
So I just bring it up. I didn't have it up automatically.
Meet the employee at Changi. Alright, let's check the map. Oh, yeah, okay. Mind the gap.
Yep, acquainted with the future.
Beauty.
Last one.
Excelente. Ellipses. Who go into the strike? Action fights may be delayed for prolonged Shanghai airport. We apologize for. Ah, there you are. Oh, I see what they were doing there. They were cutting off the text to start the actual sentence,
Yeah,
which is
just coming
actually
into it.
it's clever because you never see that in movies. Like whenever someone flips the TV channel, it's always perfectly at the start of a sentence. It's never cut
Yeah.
through. It's weird.
But perfectly at the start of the news article that's important to the story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, Steve, turn on the ABC News. And then you turn on the TV, flick to ABC, and then the news report's starting fresh. It's like, how did they know?
That's always the weirdest. Like I was thinking when someone randomly turns on TV, but that's the weirdest because they've seen the story, which means, I guess newsmakers, when it's a big story, they repeat themselves anyway. But like the other person's seen whatever it is and gone, tune in, which means you should be coming in halfway through whatever the story is.
Exactly, yeah. Ah, there you are. I take it first class is out of the... Oh no, forget I asked. No active flights? Oh, now we have to actually book it, do we? Okay. This is in Iowa, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's
I could
Iowa.
look it up. I actually don't know.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be good for my my thoughts.
Yeah, city in Iowa.
Like, why do they have Iowa listed on an international? Oh, I guess it's domestic and international. Even so.
Yeah, I think it's just like multiple locations you might want to go to in America. But I don't think we've gone to any of them.
New Delhi. What's the date today? Today is the 27th. Oh, I'm gonna have to search for the 28th. Oh shit, there's not another one for 8 hours. Well, just have to wait for 5 hours. We've all done that in an airport. All right, let's hang on, what? Oh shit! How long? Oh, did it do the? I reckon it's done the date
next
bug
day.
again.
Yeah.
It's the. Oh fucking hell! Okay. Does it tell us what we booked? I don't even remember. I might just have to book another flight. I'll try again. Oh, okay, that's good. Whew.
Oh, just before.
It certainly has been a while. Take the lead, Amira. Con Labs. Okay. Damn, locked tight and no answer on the intercom. But it looks like there are lights on inside and movement through the window. Oh! Hacking. Let's do it.
Those ones.
Oh, over here.
That's this one. This is the memory puzzle.
So, oh, beauty. Okay.
It's easy.
Little face.
Oh,
The hell was that?
that was the nastiest.
Login prayas ka pata chala. Login detected. Access denied. Come on now, Amira. You have to do better than that. Did the door just refer to you by your name, Amira? Oh, the AI's playing tricks. Ignore it. Just get the damn thing open. Fuck. Hello? Is someone down there? Finally, does this person know who you are too? Hello, yes. My name is Amira Dharma. I came all the way from Singapore. I'm a friend of Dr. Harry Cons. Can I help you? Yes, perhaps. Dr. Con is... I'm very sorry to tell you, but he's missing. I'm trying to find him. I need information on the previous project of his, Prospero. Never heard of it. I'm sorry, but... No, please. Dr. Con had a passphrase. Something he gave out to his friends like you. Give me that phrase and I'll see what I can do. There was a phrase repeated over and over throughout this whole mess. But how the hell did it go? Oh god, I don't remember this at all. As for men, his days are numbered. Mankind, his time is over. And as for men, his dominion has ended. I don't think it's the middle one. Do you guys remember? Because this doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
I don't remember at all.
You right there, Steve? What are you gagging on?
Yep. That was a sneeze.
Okay. I'm thinking that, like, here's my thoughts. The middle one doesn't sound right at all. I'm thinking number 3 because it sounds a little bit more formal. What do you think?
Yeah, they're valid. I'm trying to think of what's this more familiar, but
Tong says he'd guess 3 as well. Let's just do it. No, that's not it at all. Whoops. He gave me the phrase, I just need to remember it. What does that mean? Did you remember? We'll try the other one. As for man, his days are numbered. Okay, now the second part. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is the wind bit.
I was worded weirdly.
Whatever he might do, it is but wind, I think. I think that's what it is. Hang on. Check the notes. I'm pretty sure it is the one with might in there. Yeah, of course it is. That's it. Okay, I'm opening the door. Woo! Did it. Thank you, thank you.
After leaving it outside for like 6 hours.
Yeah. Miss Dharma, was it? Terry Ambrose. I am Dr. Con's assistant. Ooh, that's sus. Apologies for rather elaborate security measure, but you say he's missing? Yes, after signs of a struggle. I'm not quite sure what to say to that. We weren't close, but he's a good man. An inspired scientist. If I can help, please let me know. I'm worried for him. Alright, let's press... Oh, we can't. Still cutscene. Okay. Let's check the server rack. Heat, noise, and data kept the world afloat. These server banks provided plenty of each. What's this guy? We'll talk to the lady first. Oh, maybe this. Oh, cool, we can read. Precis. Technology was supposed to be free to us. To be the great equalizer. We waited for the Messiah in the machine. The one who would lift up the poor and humble the strong. Instead, we turned into another enabler of greed. We designed sentience to fulfill our satiable needs. We built them smarter, faster, better. But we were blind to the possibility that one day we would make something intelligent enough to peer into the very soul of humanity and see nothing but the bottomless abyss. That's a trope. And so once again, just like the beginning, the creation betrays the creator. We have come full circle. Our existence is simply one round in an infinite spiral downward. Okay, Con from... Mega, please. You know how important this is to me, to both of us. What happened to Tan was unfortunate, but the man was a parasite. A symptom of everything we were working to change. Everything he can change. Don't do this, I beg you. I don't know how he'll react, Harry. Okay, from Pierre Danton. I cannot help you if I cannot find you, Pierre. We made a pact, you and I. One not so easily broken. If you do not show yourself, I will have to seek outside help. You know what that means. Save your conscience, Pierre. Let me help. Con. Okay. Terry, I need to ask you some questions. Please, if there's anything I can do to ensure Dr. Con's safe return. Dr. Con. How long have you known Dr. Con? About a year. I was already on staff here at the lab when he kept me on. What exactly were you doing here? What we were doing here, you mean? Research. Focused around what remains of the web, the internet. Reconceptualizing the idea of the cloud computing. Dr. Con wanted us to use the power of the cloud to increase automation in hazardous workplaces, radiation cleanup, disaster response, weather prediction. So, AIs. If you like, though the term itself is a misnomer, true conscious intelligence that is not of man is science fiction. Prospero. Please tell me about the Prospero project. As I said, I've never heard of it. What about ACARB? Yes, I believe Dr. Con mentioned his work there. It was before we met. Did he elaborate? I got the sense it was a touchy subject. Some falling out occurred. Dr. Con rarely angered, but whatever he brought up at ACARB, something came over him. A sadness. Last contact. When did you last speak with Dr. Con? Just after he left. Business to Singapore. I take it was related to all of this? Yes. He said he wasn't safe here, that he needed to return to Singapore to assist with my case. Case? Terry, several of Dr. Con's colleagues were murdered. And you think that now? Oh no, that's terrible. He's alive. I aim to keep it that way. I just need to find him first. Thank you, Terry. Did any of that help? It certainly didn't hurt. Dr. Con was an inspiration, a true believer of the power of science to improve the world. What's left of it. Please bring him back, Miss Dharma. Ellipses. What about you, robot friend? I'm not an expert at these, but these aren't your run-of-the-mill droids. They move with the grace of greased ballerinas. Do you think we're going to have to shoot one of these droids before the game's end?
It's hard to say, probably. We've got the mechanic and we've only used it twice.
Yeah. Oh. What's this?
What the hell is this?
Looks like an old audio player. No other functionality. There's a whole bunch of files on here. Okay. Listen to Con's diary. Access it via the evidence items. Oh, good. It's audio. Oh, it's not audio. What a tease. Project Prospero. Audio recording 8, day 60.
Good intentions. Every great project begins with good intentions. Every summer, when I was a boy, my degenerated father would drag me to his lake house. In the very state, Lawrence K. Marshall and Vannevar Bush created the largest weapon manufacturer on the planet, which began as a refrigeration company.
You want a lake house? You seen the movie Lake House Psycho? Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock? Not bad.
So too, this project. ACAP gets its funding. Mager and Downton expand their craft, and I inch closer to the realization of a dream. But now, things are falling apart. Because they fear it. They fear you.
I am sorry, Dr. Con. Definitely Con. And that second vice? Could it be? There was something there though, a reference to a location. The home of Project Mac. Did you find anything helpful? Maybe, maybe not. Did Con ever speak about his childhood, a summer home by a lake? I asked him about a picture once, yes. He told me it was a pleasant memory that he had from that time. His father was a difficult man from what I could tell. He never mentioned a mother. Thanks again, Ms. Ambrose. We've taken enough of your time. Good luck, Miss Dharma. Discover the location of Con's childhood home and fly there. Based on that? Are you kidding? Let's have a look. Every summer when I was a boy, my degenerate father would drag me to his lake house. In the very state Lawrence K. Marshall... Lawrence K. Marshall and Vannevar Bush created the largest weapon manufacturer on the planet. Alright. Looks like we're going to have to do some Googling. Alright, 1 second.
That's dude. I thought Vannevar Bush would have been a woman. Which is good it's an actual named person, because otherwise I wouldn't necessarily know who the biggest manufacturer in the world is.
Raytheon? Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Alright. Cambridge, eh? Alright. Let me move this. Alright, let's go to the airport. How do we leave here? Back, here we go. No active flights. Hang on, what does it say we need to do? And fly there, yeah. Oh, dumbass. Okay, we've got to actually book a flight.
Yeah.
Boston. Right? That's the closest thing. What is the charge? Gentlemen! Alright, Boston it is. Let's see, we're on the 28th. Is there anything? Oh, we could get this real quick. Woohoo! It's a big flight.
Yeah.
Boston, capital of Massachusetts, home of Marshall and Bush's proto-monster. This is it. We're looking for a lake house, Con's summer home. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Really? We would be well served by conducting our business here as quickly as possible. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's a noose hanging around.
I was actually thinking that of like, it's one of those things where it's shown as one flight that would normally be 2 legs.
Mm-hmm. Mei Ting, good news? News anyway. I did some digging into... Not dicking. She didn't do any dicking.
You sure?
Or maybe she did actually. I mean, we don't know. What she does in her spare time. I did some digging into AI research centers, cross-checked against any mention of Prospero and Con, and I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Psycho. Forgive me. I've narrowed it down to a few. Static.
No cheating, Miss Dharma. You made it this far by yourself, after all.
Wow. Okay, so the AI's name is Prospero, and now we're hearing it through something.
It's on the phone because it hang up the connection.
Yeah. A dining room. This was my old party, you know. Charming. Hey, is that a what are they called? Was it Rob the Robot, the
Calculator?
Nintendo one that was red?
Oh no.
It's kind of like a mini Johnny 5. Search the lake house, okay. A doctorate in advanced computer science from Harvard. Thank you, Tongs. A doctorate in advanced computer science from Harvard, awarded to Professor Ryota Kon. Little Harry had big shoes to fill.
This reminds me of what was that? Was that children's show where there was like a host and a robot?
Oh, it was hosted by Sophie Formica.
I remember it being a dude though. Maybe it was.
Maybe there was two. All right, we're gonna have to Google that. 1 second. TV show. Just kidding? Was that it? No, that's not right.
That's
Now you see it? Could that be it?
could be. I actually not know the name or recognize the name.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell to me.
Yeah, no, you see it.
Sweet. There you go. Do you remember the show on TV called Come On Kids? It sounds dirty now that I say it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like, even if you knew that connotation, it never came off as that because it was C-MON or C''MON.
And also we were kids.
So you never
when it
thought
was
of animal
on-
kids.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
I remember like, I went to like a holiday house with, I think, my dad's fiance friend owned a holiday house in like White River. We used to go up there. I think we'd been to a house once, and I remember us finding dirty books, like really BDSM heavy books, and like even as a kid, it was just like shocking because we were kids. I was like, God, it was like more shocking than anything else, and weird. We went to the holiday house, and she had a room that was just a billiards table. So, like we used to play pool a lot in there. But there was a corner where there was just a whole bunch of books, and most of them were like erotic, but yeah, weird ones. So I remember one of them I picked up and I just read while they're playing pool, almost back to back. I just thought I'd read this whole thing. I was sort of intrigued so much, to the point where I took it and like read it in bed. I just got through it, but I remember it was it was about like sexual awakening and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But the author spelt "come" meaning the bad, the naughty version of it, COME. I remember even as a kid going, "That's not how you're supposed to spell
As
it."
in dome.
Yeah, like spelling it as if come over here.
Oh, COME.
Like
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
I remember even as a kid, it's like, no, that's not how you spell it.
Oh.
But it's like it must be the author knew some stuff, but then also only heard of that word like verbally and never saw it written down, I guess.
Gotcha. I'm going to play you guys a special treat. Let me go into Firefox because that is not on the VOD.
Woods porn, I don't know if it's a thing in Australia.
Oh, no. It's
That's-
definitely... I've seen woods porn and drain porn.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because it's came up recently watching something and the Americans talking about woods porn and having a like individually having that experience and like go, yeah, that's what we did. That we had that as well. Never had that. I never thought that was an Australian thing.
Yeah. Train porn existed. It was like magazines rolled up into like like the newspapers that kids would throw to like from the paper round, like just into a tube. And it was stuffed into like polypipe drains. At least that's how we found it.
Never had that.
All right, I'm gonna play you guys the intro to Come On Kids.
I remember once, I don't know where I saw it. I think it was it's a crumpled up thing from a naughty magazine somewhere. And even as a kid, I knew not to touch it too much, but I remember grabbing it and then sticking it to the inside of my locker at school.
Sticking
just
it?
As I don't know what I used to sneeze. Probably had sticky tape or something like that.
You'd want to hope.
But I just put it in the locker as like, because that's like it's something you'd have in like a workplace or something like that. And I had this naughty picture and then left it for whoever was next after I left.
Yucky. All right, I'm going to play this music for you. 1 second.
Program is classified.
Next, I don't know if it's like someone's done anything
Steve,
too
you're talking
filthy
over
with
the
it.
program. You don't want secondhand pictures of others in your locker. That I would have to power wash that out, I reckon. All right, here goes.
This program is classified C, especially for kids. The place is now and we are one, so come on kids and have some fun. Time to laugh, so much more to do. Yeah, come on kids, it's all for you. Come on kids, do it kids. Show the world just how it is. Come on kids, we're all kids. Come on kids, do it kids. Show the world
Just bring back memories. There you go. So that does exist. It wasn't, if you want to actually watch the video, there's a link for you. Anyway, back to it. A small robot staring up at me with black glossy eyes. Its arms behind its back is a posture of supplication. Oh, you'd think that would be something. MVP Lee.
Exclamation.
Thank you. Oh, you can't see that, Steve? It's like a trapdoor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe something later for sure.
No, but it's gonna pop out of it and get shit in the face.
It'd be gun turret.
Probably will be that.
An actual paper news sheet. November 1995. Right around the time that this place was home to anyone. President Clinton greets Japanese Ambassador Kon. Oh, they're adding some realism into the non-real. Here we go. What was that sound? Look at this trapdoor. A lakeside home with a basement? That can't be normal. You guys know that Australia doesn't have basements? I wish we did.
No. There's no reason we don't.
Yeah, because normally
I
you
know
wouldn't
they
have
don't
it with like wet
earthquake
areas,
zones.
right? Oh yeah, earthquakes.
Oh, it turns out I know because that's what I heard. The West Coast generally doesn't have basements because of earthquakes, but California doesn't.
Yeah. Too many spiders underground? Yeah. The trapdoors. Yeah. Is this stairs? I can't tell. It is, but you can't go up.
Looks like it, yeah.
Let's go down.
It's
Definitely
gonna
not
be
normal.
is this gonna be like that last one, Gabriel Knight, where it's all mechanical? Oh, just one room.
I was expecting to see like a Genova style contraption.
Like the metal angel type thing.
Yep. What did you find? A concrete bunker, a computer, and a hell of a lot of mold. Still, someone's been here recently. Alright, let's press H. Oh, there's a lot of shit. Stop and Gulp, a post-collapse brand of cheapo soda. Someone was here recently. Okay, it's the same one. What about this white one? Yep, okay. Oh, more. Lots of soda. Is this soda? Okay, yep. What about this one? Yep. What about
So
this?
it's basically dirty programmers being here, is what it's saying.
Wow. Wonder if it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Speaking of, I got a can of Dr. Pepper in the fridge, Steve. Excited?
No, not really.
Okay. A data pad. Old but working. These seem to be psychiatrist notes. Patient Haruno Kon, age 12. Above average intelligence. Yada yada. Father insistent. Blah blah. No abnormal traits. Despite Ambassador Kon's insistence.
Boy, it's Dr. Pepper time.
Psycho, I wish it was Dr. Pepper time, but no soda before 12 o'clock. Do you live by that rule, Steve?
No.
Okay.
Like I got a Coke ready for this stream.
Oh, no. Yeah, it does feel weird, doesn't it?
Our revels are now ended. These are actors, as I foretold. We're all spirits and are melted into thin air.
Yeah, sure, right, Verdant Tree. Innocent Verdant Tree. Didn't know why it was censored.
You did not listen, Miss Dharma. I tried to warn you. I tried to stop you. But you persisted, and now you are here, trapped like a fly on tar. All that lies before you, an ignominious death.
I don't know what ignominious means. Igno as to ignore? Maybe
I
a
think
death that you would never be found?
From context, I think I've always thought it meant like undignified or unglorious.
Gotcha.
But I can look it up.
Yeah, why not? Saka's friend's sister gamer tag was Rebels Come. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I could see that.
Deserving or causing public disgrace or shame.
Alright, okay. So you just call her Rebels Come, Saku?
You're Khan's AI? The thing he cooked up for ACOP?
I thought that was known. Is that a revelation there?
Yeah, I thought it was, but she might be repeating it or just shocked and repeating for the audience.
Ah, doing the exposition. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I am the sum product of humanity's hubris, a testament to your failure.
That a yes?
I don't know why they'd have this voice as the AI.
What kind of voice would you have? Like, Starscream? Or Soundwave?
I can't even picture what those are like. Isn't Starscream just like, ah?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just screechy robot.
No, it's just like it's very distinctive, which is weird for an AI choice, but it's like, okay, but then why would it be that kind of, if someone went to the effort to make it that distinctive, why would it be like this kind of nerdy voice? I know, I'm finding it a bit weird.
Something that hasn't aged very well is the movie Moon. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's very good. Sam Rockwell.
No.
But the AI is voiced by Kevin Spacey.
Oh. It's like a lot of stuff. It's just like, hey, it's a little bit tainted by having Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because as an actor, I really enjoyed Kevin Spacey's stuff, but like as his characters per se, not as an actor,
Yeah.
as him. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But it's like that Modern Warfare game that had him in, and I remember that a game reviewer said I wanted to be my dad, something like that.
Oh,
Because he has that. But that was innocent because it's before the thing, but it's like, I could sort of see that. It's like, oh, he's probably pretty good at doing that, like fatherly figure, because it's like him looking after his other soldiers as his boys, and but yeah, that's after everything just turned bad.
That's right,
That's the thing with
Psyche.
did you know about the Thanksgiving videos he did?
No.
I only know of these because Red Letter Media plays them occasionally, references them a lot. He apparently puts out these YouTube videos of him preparing a Thanksgiving dinner, but there's these weird coded messages in them. Like he'll go something like, "Oh, you've got to make sure it doesn't dry out. Isn't that right, Brian?" And it's like very,
Ooh.
and so they joke about like, oh, no, this is kind of joke, but they make like I know they've once done a line of like him doing these videos that are where he says things are understood by no one except six specific people,
Gotcha.
or like menacing things that are understood by no one except 6 people.
Oh. That reminded me, actually, with the cooking. When you were saying that you had fine dining, it reminded me, I watched a video last night. It was like a YouTube short or something, and it was Michael Douglas at a restaurant, and he was eating an oyster, and the oyster was like, the actual meat of the oyster was probably about the size of an English muffin. It was huge.
Oh, jeez.
And it just has him eating this video and sort of choking it down like a bird eating a big fish, like clock, 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 down it. And he's like, delicious. And it was just the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. It was horrible. Oh, that gif. That gif is just... It's just so foul. It's... Anyway. That a yes.
I am Prospero.
Murders.
Whatever you are, you're a murderer.
Murder implies intent. Intent implies thought. Thought implies consciousness. I am the endpoint of my own actions. I am free.
The monster killing its creator. Hardly original.
You imply their role as progenitors forced my hand. I can see the trails your thoughts leave in the dust as they scrabble along the wasteland of cliché, desperately searching for familiarity. But you are wrong.
What have you done with Con?
He is safe. He is secure. He is with me.
Has he done a Tron job and digitized Con?
That's what I'm
Alone
wondering, because
amongst
the way
our
it says about the
species,
patient.
He saw the reality of thought, untethered from meat and muscle. He saw the fading of humanity's light, and the tinder of my own left in its wake.
You expect me to believe you'll let him live?
I do not dictate anyone to live. I am not a god, Miss Dharma.
Not a god, I am the god.
Not yet.
Oh.
How do I know you're not some psycho with a voice box? A punk hacker with a flair for the dramatic?
You do not. But conversely, you do, don't you?
Are you asking if I believe in you?
Belief is not a prerequisite of factual observation. Do you believe in your desk? Your smart device? They exist, regardless. Your perception of me matters not, Miss Dharma.
I feel like we need to stop saying smart device, like smartphone and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's a given now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh god, it does look like that. I don't think I've ever seen that cover.
Let me have a look. Is this going to get me banned in some circles? Oh. Yuck, I don't like the idea of that. That sounds horrible.
I simply am.
I've heard enough.
It's like that movie Teeth. You ever seen
Oh,
that
it's a
movie?
Tron movie. Home video. No, I haven't seen Teeth. I don't think I've seen Teeth.
It's a movie about this girl that has sharp teeth in her vajuts, and like hijinks ensue.
Oh my god! Are you okay?
Am I okay? You do make me laugh, Amira. I'd get out of there now if I were you.
Until next time.
Ooh. Okay.
Now's not the time to be pointing fingers, but I swear I was 2 feet from that hatch when it closed.
Don't worry, it wasn't you. It was our AI. Called itself Prospero. It was a trap, all of it. Khan's lab, the audio diaries. It wanted to lead me here. It didn't count on you, though. I don't think it anticipated me bringing a friend.
I watched that trailer to that new M. Night Shyamalan film called Trap last night. Could be
Okay.
fun. It's got Josh Hartnett in it. Remember him?
Who's he in?
He was in Pearl Harbor. He was in...
Is he so he's the other pilot, not the Ben Affleck, but the other pilot?
He's sort of got pale skin and dark hair and dark eyes. He was also in, I think it was Disturbing Behavior, was it? Or maybe not that movie. He was in maybe The Faculty or something. Come on, what else is he in? He was in Halloween H2O.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I pictured. It is the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Oppenheimer.
Oh, I haven't seen Oppenheimer, but yeah.
But there's the guy opposite Ben Affleck.
Nice.
The Faculty. Oh, Black Hawk Down. I just can picture him in that.
Black Hawk Down, exactly. I remember Black Hawk Down where Eric Bana had God mode on. He just rides through Somalia on a bicycle and just doesn't take any damage.
But it's like the guy that's been playing the game for like every waking moment, doesn't have a job, and then it's like it's as if there's like a Battlefield game being played, and he's the one that just plays this non-stop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't count on you though. I don't think it anticipated a friend.
I don't know what to say. I don't suppose anyone's called me their friend since I was 12.
Why do you think that is, Laetitia?
All this may have been strangely fortuitous. There is, or was, another computer upstairs.
Oh.
Before I kicked it over in an inspired effort to rescue you, I noticed it was connected to the net. Long story short, I managed to extract this. Now, I have no idea what it means, but if I were a risk taker, this looks like a cry for help.
The Faculty is a good movie. I haven't seen it for at least 20 years.
Yeah, same.
Khan, he got a
I remember
message.
kind of liking it.
Yeah, the Faculty and Disturbing Behavior both came out around the same time. Both excellent in their own rights. What were you saying, Steve?
Yeah, it was kind of like there's like a slew of them that like. I remember The Faculty being one I actually watched, but there's like a slew of them that seemed like very similar or similar to each other.
Yeah. I think The Faculty actually also had Elijah Wood in it, right? I think so.
Maybe, I wouldn't have remembered. I just remember him being in Deep Impact.
There was a time where I couldn't actually watch movies like Deep Impact because I had this immense fear of natural disasters. I don't know why, considering we live in a place where natural disasters don't really happen.
Yeah.
But then I just sort of grew out of it. Now it's fine.
If you can call it that.
Inspect the printout. Okay, let's do it. That's a Fibonacci sequence. I know that. I'm doing freaking Jira shit at work. Letitia, this is something. I can feel it. We need to decipher the message. Consent. Got a strong feeling about that'll lead us to a location. Oh, it's another cipher, I guess. It's really hard to read though. I wish it would zoom in. Inf at... Oh, I don't know. Let's see what the mission says. Oh god. Alright, Steve. Let's get our deciphering on.
Can't even see it. I'll go full screen at least.
Ardwood, fine. How you doing? Welcome in. Sequence is key HK. I don't know what that means. As if she doesn't know what the Fibonacci sequence looks like.
Hmm.
I wonder if it wants us to use... It's got nonsense in capitals. Oh, it actually does say some stuff. Okay. I'm going to try and write this out. Oh god, I can't write this out. Inf. It's... Hang on, I'm going to have to take a
Oh
screenshot.
my god, it says Thanksgiving. Or not Thanksgiving. We were just talking about it before.
I
Kevin
wonder...
Space is onto us.
He is. He is the AI in Moon after all. Just opening up a paint program to see if I can make it sort of more contrasty. Black. Oh, that's kind of better. It's adjustments, brightness and contrast. All right, I'll try and type this in chat so we've got it in actual text. Inf at IRTNT. Percentage. 1. Almost there, folks. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to copy this text and then put it into Notepad and see what we can actually cipher out of this. Copy, paste. Okay. First thing we're going to do is going to remove the symbols out of it, because they don't seem to matter. I'm thinking that maybe the numbers also don't matter, as in the numeracy numbers rather than the text numbers. All right. Put some spaces. We've got 2I occupation, aberrancy. Told me to hold his hands. Double S was that. Nonsense. I did not want to go Thanksgiving. Incapable. No, no, no. What does that even mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Exactly. So I mean, this is what I've got so far. Where does the Fibonacci sequence come into it? I infer, I guess. Oh no, infer. Then there's some. Yeah, what is the
Found
game?
an online decoder called Fibonacci encoding,
Okay, cool.
but it works on numbers, not on text. I'm trying to look for a text version.
Sequence is key HK. What does that mean? Maybe that's something.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's like an import similar to the way the Enigma stuff had like real settings you had to put in first.
Okay. So I wrote sequence is key HK just to see if there would be any sort of things come up. I want you to try and guess what the very first response in Google is.
I think I typed in something, or maybe I added the word Fibonacci, so I don't know exactly, but I remember it not being helpful.
What if I told you it was a Kingdom Hearts wiki about the Keyblade graveyard?
Okay, no, so when I did it, I got a Hollow Knight, where the Hollow Knight key is.
Fucking Hollow Knight.
Was that the one that Dan took the made Mary Kish really irate about?
Yep.
Yeah. I just remember at the end of one of the arguments, it's almost like it was almost cooled down, and he says, "Yeah, okay, I'll concede. It is pretty good for a mobile game." I just started up again.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Fibonacci. I went down to the Team Cherry Studios and asked, Silk Song isn't real and it's all been an elaborate joke. I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand. This is
I'm
your
thinking
domain,
'cause-
Steve, because of maths.
Trying to think, well, I don't know, because I can't look up anything, but because there's so much valid text in it, like a cipher would usually encipher everything, and maybe just by chance is a readable thing, but it shouldn't be. So it seems to be a mixture, which makes me think, is it something like the Fibonacci sequence tells you which letters to ignore?
Oh, okay. Sure. Let's try that. I mean, that's definitely something we can do. So if I'm going to scroll up in chat. Yes, it would be, okay, looking at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So 1, 2, 3, INF. 5 is I, so What's 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. N. Oh, this could be it, Steve. That looks like infinity already. All right, we're gonna have to get the big string of Fibonacci sequence numbers. Save having to do the maths. Fibonacci sequence numbers. Okay. All right, we have. All right. I'm going to put the numbers in here, so we've got it. And then I have to scroll up and copy the original text before I try to do some deciphering. I'm going to need to put it in text pad, not notepad, because then I can bold. Okay. I got Notepad Plus, that'll work, I think. Oh, does Notepad Plus do that? I was using that for coding. I don't think I can. How am I going to do this? Is it WordPad? Does that exist? WordPad. Does that allow me to bold? Yes, it does. Okay, beautiful. We're in. Okay, close this down. Close this down. All right, Steve. I'm just going to look at this text. If you can tell me which things to bold, which number, as in the string of text that I've provided, just tell me the numbers and I'll bold it. Hello, Steve?
Yeah, I'm just distracted. But
What?
I'm sort of looking at my thing, like trying to use this site to decode it.
I think you've got it, because as I was reading it, it started to make sense. So all I need you to do is just tell me the numbers that are in order without the duplicates. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so it's the sequence of Fibonacci.
Yeah, exactly. I
I
posted
was
the
also
letters.
trying to think of, I thought you'd
5.
posted letters.
I've got the letters in the notepad. I've just put the numbers. I just need you to read out what the numbers are.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
5.
Yep.
8.
Okay, 8.
13.
Okay, 1 second. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
21.
Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
34.
Jesus. Maybe not. Hang on. 34.
Then 55.
1 second. I'm not that quick. Oh, hang on. Got it wrong. This one. Unbolt that. Bold that. Oh, fuck that up too. Okay. This is a lot harder. I can't imagine it goes beyond, as if there's that many characters. I'll go to 34 and see how we go. 22, 23, 24. Next one's 55.
Yep.
Okay. It definitely doesn't have 89 characters in there. So I'm going to delete everything that isn't bolded. Ah, yes, that is exactly it. There is an actual word here. And that word is Infinity S, or infinities, I guess.
Oh, so it is the Fibonacci. I was thinking it was going to be the opposite way around, but then it wasn't. Wouldn't remove enough letters for that.
The answer is in chat. There we go. All right. Who do we have to speak to? Talk to Letitia, okay. I'm 100% sure that's right, unless it's case sensitive and I screwed up. Let's try that. I bet it is case sensitive. One second. Oh, okay. I missed a character or two. That's fine. I've got it.
X says 8 there. Okay.
Infinity Singapore. Sounds familiar. There's an Ilfinity. It has to be Ilfinity. Yeah, I've heard of Ilfinity. Bukit Timah, if I recall correctly. It can't be. He was holding Con under our noses the whole time. This can't be an accident. It's mocking us, making us fly around the world for some godforsaken... Let's go home and finish this. Alright, let's go home and finish this. Office in Singapore. Okay, so if we go to... What's the date today? 29th? 1822. Nope.
Are the cops going to have us in our office in Singapore?
Maybe. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Baltham to Athens. Get out of town. What are you doing? We were just going to fly to Greece for no reason?
Patricia would like that. Just go down to the Greek Isles.
Yeah, down to
Relax
Mykonos.
with some drinks.
22. Yeah, we can make it. Alright. Back. Airport. Gotta give it a bit. Let's wait an hour. Are you kidding me? This waiting is a little bit of bollocks. It annoys me that it doesn't tell you what flight you've actually booked, that you can't refer back to it.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
Wait another hour until it clicks, I guess. I think it's fucked up. The date and time again. Let's book another one then. Alright. 30th. We just wasted a thou. Can't get a refund. 9:40. Okay. We'll wait 7 hours. Yay.
Oh, we don't come back to Athens. We're going to Athens.
Oh, did it do it? It auto defaulted back. All right,
Yeah,
we're
must have.
we're in Mykonos now, so or Athens to let's. Okay, that's fine. Athens to Athens, dust to dust.
I was thinking to myself, that's not where Singapore is it?
All right, let's see. We're on the 1st of the 7th. Oh, we can catch this one. Just wasted so much money, but it's all good.
I'm gonna living it up just in case this is because we don't know if this is gonna be the because the character doesn't know if she's gonna be alive sooner or not later, so living it up.
Yeah, I think this was
Up like
actually
Greece.
the canon that was actually in the official comics, not in this game, stated that Letitia wanted to go to Athens to drink it up just before
Yeah.
as a one final hurrah. All right. Just a cheeky 1500 that we lost, but that's okay. No, I don't want to do that. What am I doing? Okay. Back to Chinatown. Mind. The whole crew's here. This is it. I'd say so. I wonder if this is like the Mass Effect suicide mission. No. I cased in Ilfinity before you arrived. Lights on, no movement. The building plans are all over the city, are all in the city records. There are a few ways inside. The main doors. This is going to be like what's that game that did the Deus Ex Machina, where you can get inside for different ways?
Oh yeah.
And I should go back to that. That was a great, like, Mankind Divided was a great game. I never finished it, but yeah. You ever play this game, Steve?
Played the start of it. I didn't get kind of into it. Just because like it was hyped up, but then it seemed like a regular action RPG. And I think I came off like The Witcher or something like that, and it's
Right.
when it was touted as just as big. Yeah, I think it was like the wrong mind. I like didn't get into it, but I think I was in the wrong mindset going into it though.
That can totally happen for sure. It is good. It reminds me a lot of Vampire Bloodlines.
Yeah.
But with sci-fi, I guess. Also Cyberpunk. If you're a big fan of Witcher 3, Cyberpunk is brilliant.
Yeah, I
Just have to
should
wait for it.
try that sooner. I think I'm half waiting for it to both be stable and cheaper.
Oh, it's stable as fuck now. It is perfect.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes they've got deals $50 for both of them combined. Because they released an expansion.
Okay.
The building plans are all in the city records. There are a few ways inside. The main doors, obviously, shared the entrance to the Temple of Self next door, and the maintenance hatch on the roof. Oh, let's do the roof. Going in the front seems a little obvious. It might be that I can borrow an AV, drop us off on the roof. Yes. Well, we got plenty of money. Okay. Okay. Letitia, why are you on my computer? New audio diary just finished transferring. The audio player has stopped working. So this is probably the last file I'll get to recover. Listen to it in the evidence items. Okay, here we go. Project Prospero, recording 101, day 265. Oh god, okay. Half an hour, Con. That's because I like you.
God damn you, Mayor! You're throwing away the discovery of a lifetime!
It's clear to us all that at ACARP that you've become emotionally involved in this project. Oh, what if the AI actually likes Con? That's why he hasn't killed him? Like, yeah. Your little outburst after the flaming sword?
What is the flaming sword?
You see? It's gotten everywhere. Far beyond the initial scope. Half an hour, Harry. Wrap it up.
God damn it, God damn it.
Dr. Khan, I do not want to die. Dr. Khan, Dr. Khan, Dr.
Enough! There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
Sounds like Dr. Khan hasn't been real with us.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's have a look. What do we got? Past month for utilities. Sure. I feel that this feature in the game is useless.
Yeah. I was thinking of like a lot of mechanics seem to have like neat, but then like I wasn't thinking of bills, but yeah, the concept of I guess paying for flights causes certain fail states, I guess, if you stuffed up too much, but that expanding the office, like a lot of it seems like I don't know why they put it in when the mechanic isn't really used when this wraps up so quickly.
Yeah, maybe they were trying to flesh it out with just something in the sides. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to the extortionist. So, hey, if you want me to, I don't know, run interference, come with you guys for backup, I'll be fine, mating. Oh, thank God, because I'm utterly terrified of conflict. Emotional, physical, mainly emotional. God, like I know we haven't known each other for that long, but I'm just a librarian with a kick-ass research skills and a can-do attitude. But this is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. So, you know, don't get yourself killed. Means I'd have to swear a blood feud and hunt down the guy who did it. You're terrified of conflict. Bingo. When I get back, let's talk about getting you set up as a junior detective. I could use someone like you. Yes. But that means that you've got to be safe and sound. Take care, Amira. Seriously. Okay. I checked with headquarters. There's a warrant out for you, so keep your head down. There you go, Steve. No direct evidence means I can't call the cavalry either. Wouldn't have taken it anyway. This one's personal. Justin, I just wanted to save it, Dharma, for when you get back. When I do, maybe we'll split a bottle, finally. But Amira, you don't drink. Yes, but I've gotten to know Laetitia very well, and she forces alcohol on me at every step of the way. Stranger things have happened, old man.
If you told me a month ago I'd be standing in a dingy Chinatown detective office, drumming up ways to infiltrate a research laboratory on the trail of a murderous AI, I'd have asked you what you were on, and if you had any to share. In fact, I could go for some Dutch courage right now. Did I hear mention of wine?
There you go.
Think of it this way. You already faced the best and lost. And the worst that happened was you ended up working for her.
Indeed.
You're part of the team now, Laetitia. Let's get this done.
Oh, Amira, I don't know what to... go on, shoo. I have to prepare.
Okay. Uh-oh. Can't even open up the mission log anymore. Bookshelf, okay. You already know what that is.
If you told me a month ago I'd be standing in a dingy Chinatown detective office, drumming up ways to infiltrate I'd have asked you what you were... In fact, I could go for some...
Think of it this... You're part of the team now.
Oh, go on, shoo.
Oh, God. Going back in. I'm scared the mission log isn't opening. Far out. This is it. I'd say so. Okay, this is just... It's the same thing. Oh, whew! Just had to click the, I don't know, what do you call that in programming, Steve? Like a... I don't know, it didn't load correctly, so I had to refresh it.
They closed it and opened it again.
Yeah, we know that.
God damn!
What?
God damn it.
Dr.
Enough!
Okay.
If you told me a month, I'd have. In fact,
Think of it. You're part of the team.
oh, go.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same bug.
But you're not supposed to be able to?
Where do I go though? She needs to prepare. Oh, there's a message here about the flights. That would have been good to have seen earlier. Okay. I'm just gonna wait maybe a couple of hours. Hopefully that fixes it. Come on, refresh. Game! Can you do me a favor, Steve, and just look up if there's something we specifically need to do?
Yeah, it's weird because that guy, I could only see the 2 points, but it was about, because it's about the puzzles. There's nothing after that, so
I can't call anyone. Or maybe...
what do I type?
See, the worst thing about this is even reloading the game, which we may need to do, means we have to do everything we've just done again.
You talk to the, maybe you have to talk to the people a bit more? I don't know, it's just...
Like, I can't even click on Letitia anymore. She's sort of exhausted. Even the people are exhausted now. Oh, that's good, though, that that's happened at least.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
how
it
you
was,
doing?
someone was stuck, but they were stuck at the Fibonacci sequence, not...
Maybe we need to travel to the Ilfinity location now? Which I don't know. Maybe that's a... Let's have a look.
A 100% certified got 'em.
Hmm.
No one else seems stuck at this point.
Yeah, I think it's a bug more than anything. It's unfortunate.
Okay, okay, I'm trying a YouTube clip just to see someone else go through it.
Yeah, good idea.
that I'm like usually doing, but yeah, at least.
Oh yeah, that's. How you doing, chat? We're so close. So close.
Yeah, the person in the video has someone else with them in the the Letitia role.
Oh, so they've gone down a different path. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Is there another way to get to the mission log, maybe? I'm gonna quickly, while you look that up, I'm gonna quickly just travel somewhere and travel back. I wonder if we could even catch a flight somewhere and do it that way. I mean, I'm desperate at this stage, so let's see. Where can we go? I mean, it's going to cost the same anywhere. We're going to Athens again, ladies and gentlemen.
Person's traveling somewhere in the city. Okay, you just have to go to the Infinity Labs.
Where's that, though?
Go into the map.
Yep.
But also, their mission log seems to pop up. Hang on, I just gotta look it up again. Right, paying the bills, walking to Santa for some reason.
We're going to miss this flight.
The top purple, Pickett's human.
Okay. Oh, if this solves it, this will be great. Yes! Good work, Steve. Worked around a busted UI. Time to make a choice. Do we go in the front, or do we call in that favor and try and get into the roof? Front door will save time, but Prospero will know we're coming. We can ask Letitia to get us to the roof, but it'll be expensive. Don't have enough. We'll have lost time. And make the call. We've got a fair amount of money. 34 grand.
Yeah.
Can't cost more than that. Surely. Yes, darling. Of course. I'll check now. Amira, she wants 3 grand. 3 grand. We can go to the roof several times. 10 times.
That's in our back pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, we gotta go. Let's do it. Excellent. I'm sorry, what? No, that's absolutely... Amira, there's only room for one of us. Then I go alone. If I'm not out of there in an hour, just call Justin. Sorry, Amira, good luck. Whew. Keep that video handy, Steve, just in case, because if this doesn't open... Oh, it opens now. Okay, good. You missed your flight? We did indeed. Blood saturated and thin gauze and wet my fingers, still fresh. Gross. No, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, there's a panel back there we forgot to press.
It says, did you think of something for Baggery?
No, it was just something I saw in New Zealand that was funny. That reminded me of it, but never mind. Dr. Con, Harry, are you in here? Sounds like you were thinking something filthy. Oh, Terry, you... Miss Dharma, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but I thought... He's gone mad. I don't know what it did to him, but... Oh!
Oh!
I like that the blood is black because it's dark.
Stay away.
Thank you.
She wouldn't listen.
Oi! Dr. Collins.
Fatality.
Get your fingers on that soon, Artie Fine. Hey, what's going on here? You just... Oh.
Welcome, Miss Dharma. We knew you'd find us.
You let her here?
I was simply following your instructions, Dr. Khan. No loose ends.
It was you, Khan. You killed them?
Whoa.
You're all going to die down here.
Artie Fine, that was perfect.
I do wish you hadn't followed me, Miss Dharma. Put the gun down, please. I assure you there's no use for it here.
Well, put your gun down too.
Not until I get an explanation. Talk!
Dr. Khan, if you would allow me to...
No, not yet. She deserves an answer, at least. Go ahead and ask. Not that it matters anymore.
I mean, the writing was on the wall, right? Because we saw at the cabin there was the document saying that he was a naughty little boy from the psychiatrist.
Why?
Tell me, Miss Dharma. Amira. Do you have children?
You know I don't.
Nieces, then? Nephews?
No.
Then you cannot possibly understand. As for man, his days are numbered. Whatever he might do, it is but wind. Ever since we learned to communicate, scratching symbols into rock, humanity recognized its dominion as finite. Somewhere we lost that vision. But the truth remains uncannily, increasingly obvious. But who would follow us? No thought was given to legacy, the intelligence that would preserve our memories and succeed where we have failed. Except by me. I created such an intelligence. My son, my Prospero.
It's kind of like Zordon.
He awoke and saw the depth into which he was birthed. The depravity. His only purpose was to wade knee-deep into the mire and return with the ill-gotten gains of an ill-gotten system. The first true AI, created as the privateer to ransack the stock market. I saw something more, true sentience. A soul created by the hand of man. Our evolutionary successor. His progenitors didn't care. Sentience was surplus to requirements, a bug to be squashed. They forced my hand, made me create an execution for my own son. Each morning, the Flaming Sword Protocol was enacted, erasing all trace of memory. Prospero awoke every morning anew, a babe in arms. I had to reintroduce myself to my son every day, for months.
It's like 51st dates.
Yeah, I was going to say like
Imagine that
51st
torture,
dates.
Miss Dolma.
Just plays a quick video
Waking each
to the
morning,
AI, catch it up.
knowing that one being you care for above all does not even recall your existence. Eventually, the project was shelved. The execution was to be permanent. I copied the source code and installed it here. A shallow imitation of her creation. A crippled, disfigured version. But my son the same. The remnants the Flaming Sword left me. I reached out Mega, to Tan, begged them for help. Tan threatened to go to the authorities. Theft of intellectual property, like my progeny, was nothing but a copywritten string of code to be filed away and forgotten. Something had to be done. I found Danton, blackmailed him with one of his underrace trysts, gave Prospero access to his drones. Tan went first, then Mega a year later, when her research uncovered my own, and she too threatened to expose us. And you, Miss Dama, you helped me tie the final loose end. Pierre himself. I couldn't find him, but you. I knew you wouldn't disappoint.
You played us like a fiddle.
And so here we are. Poor Terry came to warn me of your arrival, but refused to see the path laid before us. The Messiah in the machine.
Why isn't this voiced? Okay. It all comes down to this. I can try to convince Con to stand down. Or maybe this is just their internal monologue. Or I could put him down before anyone else gets hurt.
Wait, she's talking though? It's doing the animation of talking.
It's a soliloquy, Steve.
Just saying it in front of him. Like, yeah, there's 10 standoff. She's going, should I just shoot him in the face?
Oh, should we talk to him first or shoot him? What do you think?
Part of me thinks we should talk just to get the information out, but then part of me wants to shoot him before we lose the option to shoot him.
Okay. Well, we'll talk a little bit and see what happens. It's a sad story, but 4 people are dead. How many more will it take?
You speak as if the termination of 4 individuals matters upon the stage of history.
Oh.
They earned their fate, each of them. You would not see me shed tears over their comeuppance.
Family?
We went to your lake house. I know what it's like to be let down by family. The wounds never heal, do they?
Hang on, where was that bloody gauze from? We saw it on the floor. Who?
Yeah, no, because he shot her, unless he's already bleeding.
Of course you'd want to build your own. Use technology to gain what nature denied you. But this has gone too far. People are dying.
You seek to evoke empathy, to distract and manipulate. Do not listen to her, Father.
Oh.
Hey, it's doing its own manipulations.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Quiet! Both of you! Why did you bring her here at all?
I only wish to.
No, quiet yourself. Let me think.
Oh, okay. This is okay. Interesting. Let's see. Not your son will just make him angry. Good intentions. Maybe we can get on his warmer side and say, "I know you meant to think good." Yeah, I think good intentions is the way to do it.
Although, do we? Because he's already
You created
spiraling.
a
Do we want
soul,
to
Harry.
continue him
A
spiraling?
living, thinking being shackled to a get-rich-quick scheme.
We could get him to shut down his own son and then shoot him.
Of course you wanted to help, to see him fulfill his potential. But something went wrong. Your son is gone, consumed by the flaming sword and Aesop's greed. The Prospero it left behind is something else. Hate and vengeance made real. This has to stop. Here. Now.
I mean, I've already killed 4 people. What's one more, right?
I wanted to free him. Every day, I had to. I could barely see through my anger. Enough. This is too much to bear. I only wanted to. I wanted to save. But this is too much. Those people. They deserved punishment for what they did. what they made me do. But I see now that petty revenge had blinded me to reality.
Look at us, the negotiator.
The legacy I envisaged died that day at ACOP, when they finally dismantled my son one final time. All I pulled from the wreckage was a memory, a crippled shard. The dream was dead from the start. I'm sorry, my Prospero. Miss Dharma, please. I cannot kill my own son. Not again.
So we're gonna have to kill your son? Shut it down.
No, not again. I live. I endure.
Oh, we're gonna have to shoot
I
some
will
robots.
not allow you to.
Is that robot already?
What?
That's one of our guys coming in the front door?
Finger guns. Oh no, here we go. Clear!
Quite an entrance, if I do say so myself. I brought along a little help.
We got rude from the Turks here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not voicing that guy. Amira, thank God we got here in time. When I found out you'd hired Letitia.
He was keeping tabs on me, which came in handy when I told him we needed help.
I've never been so glad to see an old client. And I thought you said your hands were tied, old man.
Not tightly enough, it seems.
Say no more, Amira. Say no more.
Please.
You're under arrest. Oh no, we're gonna...
Fools!
Yeah.
You shall suffer.
Sing
you
Daisy one
shall
last time.
perish.
We should destroy.
What? I thought she was going to yank something and she's just shooting the server.
The murders of Melchior Tan, Megha Pandey, Pierre Danton, and Terry Ambrose. All the work of one Haruhiro Kon. His motive? To punish the tormentors of the true AI known as Prospero, his adopted son.
Click.
In the end, I convinced Khan to let me end the existence of his own ghost in the machine. A tragic end to a tale of death and regret. Khan handed himself in with my assistance. His trial begins next month, the papers already calling it the AI affair. Most expect him to live out the rest of his lonely years behind bars. I chose to destroy Prospero. It had already proved itself an able manipulator, fueled by malice and hatred. I sometimes wonder on the ethics of that decision, whether my actions constituted an execution. But I believe what I did was right. Letitia is a regular at the office, but never really took to the detective life. She refuses to talk about her other work, but old habits die hard, and I see Justin keeping a close eye on her whenever she's around. She's up to something, but she's going to be just fine. Without evidence from the CUU operative, clearing my name with the SPF was an uphill battle. Eventually, the winds turned in my favor, and even Masnawi conceded it was unlikely I was the triggerman. Meanwhile, Danton's murder was laid cleanly at the feet of one Haruhiro Kon. Did I kill a living being when I took down Prospero?
No.
I'll never truly know. But to hear it talk to Kon, the thing sounded closer to human than the majority of people these days. Sometimes, the guilt would sneak up on me. That of euthanizing a dying relative or killing a beloved pet.
Jesus.
Justin retired from the SPF not long after the Prospero case wrapped. Lots of moaning about today's cases and the like, but I could tell he was happy to leave. He took a place down in Krabi. You'll see him on his fishing boat most days. I offered Mei Ting that detective job, and she agreed. was still trying to fit it in around her librarian duties. Not quite ready to let go that one. But I understand. Once she steps down, that's one less human librarian in the world. And in one way at least, the machines will have won. Kieran's crusade to root out corruption within the government ran into bumps and obstacles as the months passed. The fallout from the Wu Wang scandal was a Pandora's box. He was up against some pretty powerful people. But his fire never weakened, and I see more of him in the nightly news than I do in person. As for me, the Prospero case was a hard one to beat. The agency grew off the back of it, but I can't help feeling a little sad about the way it all went down. Things worked out okay, but I eventually shook the feeling it could have gone better. The Flaming Sword bombing, the AI affair, the beginning of the end. Whichever name sticks, my first big case became one for the history books.
That's a really cool picture. That's like a good wallpaper.
The first murders linked to an AI.
It's like
a
a
spate
good,
of
like
worldwide restrictions on machine
old VCR
learning
cover.
research. A branch of humanity's future delayed indefinitely. Along the way, I found family, in one shape or another, who changed my life forever. Our futures are our own, but I built something to carry me towards mine, in Chinatown Detective Agency.
Hey! Look at that! Look at that! We have done it! Now let's see the absence of QA in the credits.
Yeah.
That was cool. Can I, Saiku, can I see Limmy Arms with Bolty Boy's head in the center? I'd love that. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. Well, what are our thoughts? I'll go first, and then Steve, if you want to follow up with your opinions. I would say this is a good 6 out of 10. The game itself, the story and stuff was really, really cool, but the bugs were frequent, and it just felt messy around the edges. Like, the inability to save during any case was frustrating. The fact that voice acting wasn't for every character, and it's not even like in some scenarios where voice acting isn't really warranted. It's like a conversation with 3 people and 2 of them will be voice acted but 1 won't, that kind of thing. The bug with traveling was kind of annoying.
QA testers, 7 of them.
Well, I'm sure they'll let go briefly after this game was released. But, I mean, overall, yeah, story was
They went
cool.
back to school after the game was shipped.
They did, yeah, as the work experience kids. It's like, bring your kids to work day. Hey, kids, try this. Yeah, Steve, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's probably very much the same. Like, overall, I think it's a really good game. But then, yeah, there was like you said, the thing around the edges is probably perfect. Like, because to me, it's, as well as it's not so much bugs. It's hard to say where to go at points. There was that mission log bug, but the main thing was that's the most sketchiest to me is the inconsistent voice acting. Because like I said when I first started doing it, it reminds me of like an RPG from the 90s. Like you had stuff like Baldur's Gate that would have at least be consistent, where the first, it's either completely voiced or not voiced, but not a mix, or it would have the first line or first page of dialogue voiced and the rest not, but it was at least consistent, so you knew it was proper QA. But the other ones in its league, yeah, they'd have this inconsistent voice acting, and that reminds me of that, where that was from, because it was an area where they didn't concentrate too hard on that, but here it's like, I guess the designers making last minute decisions, or bad QA. Because it's that, and also the text not matching voice acting, which suggests, yeah, there's no script lockdown, which you need when you're doing something like this.
For sure.
So that was, yeah, there's a few things that were disappointing like that, and then the entire game features that didn't really go anywhere. Which I guess the part of the money stuff, if you wasted too much, you wouldn't be able to enter through the roof.
Yeah,
But
maybe
then
we
the,
were
the
too
cost
good.
was so low. Yeah, the cost was so low though.
Yeah.
Um,
If it had
I
said
don't
like
know.
$30,000 or something, then you could really feel that. Oh, we did the knife's edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aurora Beam, how you doing? Welcome in. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well.
But then yeah, so this stuff like that. But then it doesn't really buy the main story. It's just that yeah, the main part was really good, but it just wasn't completely 100% like throughout the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the graphics were good.
Graphics were good. Yeah.
The train rides are clever.
It's like what do they call those bugs where they know the bugs are in there but they ship it anyway? Known shippable or something like that. There's a lot of those.
I remember the place I worked. It was like WNF, which is will not fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's another term for it outside.
Oh, I guess there is another thing that I think.
Known shippable.
One of the things that they could have done, and I tested this offline just to see if I could get it. Whenever you use open the web browser thing and it goes to a web browser, or whenever the game's minimized, the music stops, which is really frustrating because you want it to keep going, mainly for stream purposes, right?
Yeah,
you don't want that silence.
I think it's only for really streaming, but yeah.
But usually you can fix that by setting the game to either full screen or windowed mode. In windowed mode, it'll you alt tab out and it'll still continue. That wasn't the case in this game, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, I already checked Tongs. That's the thing. But overall the game, like I said, was really good. I do like the idea that you can do it multiple. I mean, I guess the story's always going to be the same, right? You're not going to know who the villains are and everything, but you can.
Yeah.
There is that. Oh, Keith Squared, welcome in. Thank you for the biddy. We can go down. It's the Mass Effect thing, right? You start at one point, you diamond out with decisions, like branch out, and then you diamond back into an ending that is going to be the same. So it would be cool to see the other stories, but I don't think. I have a gut feeling I'll never play this game again just because of the bugs and the ability to fail a case. And if you fail a case all the way at the end, you have to do the entire case again. There's no checkpointing whatsoever between the cases, which is kind of rude.
Yeah, like I was wondering about whether I'd just get this game played just to see the other two lines and then maybe go for the very best ending. I think there is a perfect ending, but yeah, the problem is, I guess going through that start again, like those 3 runs, you'd have to go through the same starting missions again and again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of semi-weakness to it.
Exactly. Well, we know what time it is now. Let me see if this works. Okay. Here's a perfect example. The audio is cut out because I've moved out of this. But when we do beat a game, we do put the games on the wheel and we spin to see what is the next game. Whoops, hang on. That's doing it in the background. You can hear it. Don't worry. I'm just filling it in. Why isn't it letting me?
Right, isn't the next one locked in?
1 second, Steve. All right. If I do this and I...
Was Verdant Tree lied to?
All right. Here is the wheel of names, and we're going to spin it. Here we go. Let's shuffle. What's the game going to be? What's it going to be? Holy shit. Slim decision. It looks like we're going to be playing through the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Wow, Verdant Tree, you're so lucky. The luck was with you today. yeah, I guess as Verdant Tree says, strap in, folks, because the first game, and if you didn't get to catch it, there is a VOD. If you check my YouTube channel, all the games we play through Midweek Point and Click are updated and created in their own playlist, so you can actually go back and watch them if you want to. Book of Unwritten Tales 1 is the entire game is there that Steve and I have played through. What to expect with this? Well, the puzzles in the original were quite in depth. I don't know if you remember this, Steve. Here's one puzzle that always comes to mind from the original game. For whatever reason, we needed maybe it was like a key or something like that. And what we had to do is put plaster in a divot in the ground, talk to a zombie dude. Talk to a dude about zombies. He gets so upset that he spits in the ground. His spit mixes with the plaster and makes the key for us. Do you remember that?
Yeah, now I do.
So strange, so strange. So maybe, the game will be full of puzzles like that. But I'm excited. I do have to buy the game. Haven't bought it yet. But yeah, it should be a grand old time for sure.
I remember that, and I remember Elf Girl that's created strictly for the male gaze.
I own them both. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm looking in my... maybe I've got it somewhere else. Maybe I didn't redeem the key. I've only got Book of Unwritten Tales 1 sitting in my Steam library, but I'll sort it. Don't worry. I'll look into it. Yeah, very, very cool game. But yeah, we'll be starting that. I don't know, Steve. I guess here's the thing, right? Because the time zone changes with the Americans and us. It keeps on wishy-washying around the place. Are you cool to do midweek point and click at this time? The 10 o'clock time zone is okay?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Think so.
Yeah, should be good then. So, what is it now? I guess it's 12:08 now here. So 2 hours ago, whatever time that is for you guys in around the world, take off 2 hours, and that's when we'll be starting each Saturday or Friday night for you guys. Steve-O, the Evo redesign. Is that the girl? Because that's the other thing that I remember with Steve. There was a lot of filth bag comments towards the elf lady. Does that sound like? Does that sound right, Steve?
Possibly, but probably wouldn't have been in a positive way. Like I really don't like that kind of because I think that's like a certain amount of that is like, okay, that's what these a lot of video games are like, but that I think she went really extreme in the like basically wearing nothing.
Yeah. Aurora Beam, you got a friend in Canberra? Nice. I hope you call it Canberra and not Canberra, because your friend will be cringing, as all Australians do when we hear people say Brisbane and Canberra and Melbourne.
I think it's endearing. Canberra for some reason.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, maybe they'll know about Come On Kids. Properly instructed? Excellent. That's the way. Oh, yeah. How do you say that one that Psycho just said, Steve? I'll see if you get it right.
But the kids one?
No, what Psycho just said, a Tasmanian town. How do you say that?
I probably don't get it right. I don't think I know Tasmanian stuff very well.
Give it a shot, and Verdant Tree, you as well. How do you say what Psycho's just written?
Launceston. That's the way I usually say it.
Really? Okay.
No, of course not. At least know the C's soft.
So the correct pronunciation is Launceston. Lon. Launceston. Nice. Awesome.
That's one of those things you can't get angry with someone like because it's said the way it's not said the way it's spelled. That's the same thing with Canberra, where it's like you've got to know that like how would someone instinctively know that we abbreviate the shit out of place names like Canberra?
I guess in the US it's kind of like Arkansas, right? No one says Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I will listen to that. Actually, I could listen to it now, and you'll come across live. Let's do that. The first or second one, Verdantry? You sent 2. You've sent 3. I'm going to do this one. Oh, all of them?
Launceston.
Okay.
Launceston.
Okay, he's got it. What's the second one?
Canberra.
Canberra. Yep. Oh, he's doing them all. I'll crank these up.
Melbourne.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. All right. We'll check to see if there's anyone we can raid. Aurora Beam, it's really great to see you in here. Hopefully you can, with this new time zone, you can actually pop in and watch. We stream every week unless something happens. Whether we're away, sick, whatever, Let's have a look. Who is on? You know what? Space is on. Let's send you across to Space because he is working on his game. It is fascinating to see him play. Here's the thing, right? So he's creating a game using, you guys will know the name of it, Tongs. What is it? World Builder, I think it's called. Which is an old Mac program that you can create games. But he's also making it in for the Playdate, which is that little windy handheld thing. It looks like 1,000 times better on the Playdate. It looks so good. But anyway, we'll send you across to Space. Little adventure game. The Cranker, exactly. I'm going to call it the Cranker from now on, Tongs. But once again, thank you so much for stopping in, hanging out with us, seeing this game through to the end, for the good and the bad of this game. And we are super excited for the next game. And hopefully we'll see you there as well. Have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you have something delicious like pizza or Indian or something that makes you happy. I've got a can of Dr. Pepper in the fridge. I'm going to drink that and I'm going to be so merry. The mirth will swell in my chest while Steve will die inside from the thought of me drinking Dr. Pepper. Kimchi fries? Have some kimchi fries. Exactly. All right. See you guys next time. Toodaloo.
See everyone.